A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a shocking turn of events early Monday morning, authorities in Portland, Oregon, and Vancouver, Washington, launched investigations following the burning of 2 ballot boxes. The Portland Police Bureau reported that an incendiary device was used to ignite the ballot box in Portland, while a suspicious device was discovered next to a ballot box in Vancouver, just a short drive away. This incident raises significant concerns about the integrity of the electoral process as the nation gears up for the upcoming presidential election. Amid these troubling developments, Vice President Kamala Harris has been actively campaigning and making headlines. In a recent interview with former NFL star Shannon Sharpe, Harris urged Black voters to reconsider their support for former President Donald Trump. She emphasized the importance of evaluating Trump's qualifications for the presidency rather than being swayed by his celebrity status or business ventures. Harris pointed to Trump's historical actions, including his controversial newspaper ads from 1989 calling for the death penalty in connection with the Central Park 5 case, as evidence of his unsuitability for the role of president. Harris also addressed concerns about perceptions of her pandering to Black voters, asserting that misinformation exists regarding her background and accomplishments. She outlined her economic plans, stating that while low Black unemployment rates are a positive step, they should be viewed as a baseline rather than a goal. Furthermore, she reiterated her commitment to reassessing the necessity of a college degree for federal job applicants, advocating for a focus on skills and experience instead. Meanwhile, in Wisconsin, Governor Tony Evers criticized Trump's campaign rhetoric, labeling it as divisive and hateful. This comes in the wake of a controversial rally held by Trump at Madison Square Garden, where offensive jokes and remarks were made, prompting backlash from various political figures. In response to the rally's inflammatory comments, House Democrats held a news conference in East Harlem, condemning Trump's language and calling it a direct affront to the Puerto Rican community, which has a significant presence in New York City. The remarks made by comedian Tony Hinchcliffe at the rally were particularly criticized, with representatives highlighting the need for responsible discourse in politics. As the election approaches, Harris is making concerted efforts to engage Black male voters, recognizing their crucial role in the electoral process. She is set to appear on the popular podcast The Breakfast Club, aiming to connect with younger audiences and address their concerns directly. In the realm of early voting, Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger announced that an impressive 40% of registered voters in the state have already cast their ballots, shattering previous early voting records. This surge in participation reflects the state's efforts to facilitate the voting process, ensuring that citizens can easily engage in democracy. Michigan has also reported strong early voting turnout, with nearly 25% of registered voters participating, thanks to the state's newly implemented in-person early voting option. As the political landscape heats up, former President Trump continues to make bold promises, including the implementation of what he claims would be the largest deportation program in American history if he regains the presidency. In contrast, President Biden has voiced his disapproval of Trump's campaign tactics, labeling them as embarrassing and detrimental to the presidential office's integrity. Biden, who recently cast his ballot, emphasized the importance of character and presidential leadership, urging voters to consider the implications of their choices in the upcoming election. His comments highlight the stark contrast between his administration's approach and that of Trump, who is known for his controversial rhetoric. As both candidates ramp up their campaigns, the focus remains on voter turnout and engagement, with Harris and Biden actively working to mobilize their bases. The political climate is charged as the nation prepares for a pivotal election, with the integrity of the electoral process and the character of candidates at the forefront of public discourse. With incidents like the burning of ballot boxes and inflammatory campaign rhetoric, the stakes have never been higher for voters as they head to the polls in the coming weeks. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.